Hey, this is Brian Young. Welcome back to the High Impact Flicks channel. Have you noticed what late night talk show hosts are trying to pass off as comedy these days?
Even shirts caked with blood. It was an accident. You know what else is soft? Human flesh. Baby flesh. Wait, where is your baby? Shh, baby's sleeping. In snuggly softness, so innocent, so defenseless. The perfect size for a sacrifice. Shh, time to meet your snuggly death. When the dryer's going, they'll never hear you scream. The Dark Lord shall be pleased with me. Snuggle brand fabric softener, proudly made. It's to die for.
Oh, very cute, Guillermo. Snuggles is in a Supermax in Indiana now, doing 40 years to life.
Pretty sick and pretty disgusting. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and let's go ahead and roll the intro. People ask me all the time, "Hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff and does it really work?" The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description.
Of course, when you're a child, when you're like 8 or 10 or 11 years old, there is not much that you can really do to make a big difference. So then you start small. I started with turning off the lights at home to save energy. And that led to another thing, which led to another thing. And eventually I stopped flying, I became vegan and so on. And then I got my parents to do that too, because I started talking to them and they started to listen to my concerns. And by making them change, it also gave me the sort of courage that I needed to move on, to start school striking. So starting somewhere is really good.
Yeah.
Starting home, for example.
I think that's what they say, isn't it? Start where you are.
Yeah.
Greta, these days, you're still just 19 years old and you are a key voice in this huge global movement. That comes with a lot of pressure. What helps you deal with that?
The most important thing is knowing that we are so many people who are fighting for the same cause. I have so many friends who I can share this with and who are also activists, and without them it would not be possible. Because the climate crisis has so many different sides to it. It's not just the fact that the planet is heating up. It's also about droughts, it's about famines, it's about floods, it's about the displacements of tens of millions of people happening already today, already earlier this month that we have seen. And there are different sides to this story that we must tell. I would say that it's very understandable to feel overwhelmed because the things we're talking about, the things we're dealing with, are existential threats to humanity unlike anything the world has ever seen before. So it's very understandable to not know exactly where to begin and what to do about it. And that's why, for me, it helped to do something concrete, and that I started to read up more about it. I started to educate myself. And when I became fully aware of it, I sort of knew myself what I could do, and then I made the decision to start school striking for the climate. But also, as I mentioned earlier, connect with other people who feel the same thing, who share the same values as you, because when you're together in this struggle, then there are no limits to what you can accomplish.
Why not debate your opponent? If you believe your opponent is, has issues and is spreading conspiracy theories about a stolen election and so on, and is not being truthful with the people of Arizona, why then not get on the debate stage and debate her?
Not only is Carrie Lake, has she centered her entire platform around this election denialism, I didn't want to give her a bigger stage to do that. But additionally, she has shown that she's not interested in having any kind of substantive conversation. She's only interested in creating a spectacle.
But
And I
couldn't you,
didn't
if
want to
you
be
were in the same space with her, wouldn't it be easier to knock it down in front of everyone, in front of the most people? Because you're not stopping her from spreading whatever you believe that she is spreading by not debating her. She can go on television, she can talk about it, she can go in front of the people of Arizona every single day and talk about it, but you're not confronting her on it. And it seems like it would be an easy fix if you stood up on a debate stage and confronted her about these issues.
Look, we're 6 days out from the election, and our campaign strategy is our campaign strategy. So we're moving forward. I'm continuing to make my case to the voters of Arizona. Whether or not we debated in this race is not going to decide this election. So, we made a decision, didn't want to be a part of her spectacle, and she's not, she won't answer these tough questions to real reporters. She only talks to fake news.
But Secretary, it's not just her that you won't debate. You also did not debate your Democratic primary opponent, Marco Lopez. Why? And have you ever?
I was miles ahead of him in the race and won handily. It's a totally different situation here.
Well, it's not debating your opponent again. Have you ever debated your opponent running for political office?
Yes, I have.
Why do you think it wasn't important for people to see a debate in this election for governor at all?
In the primary, I was focused on the general election. I was miles ahead of my opponent. I won handily. It wasn't an issue. We're 6 days from the election, and this is the decision we made. So
we're asked to take it down.
Who are you touching our flags? You have no right to do this.
You are directed to take it down.
Well,
the Dean's office has requested.
I feel you're targeting us.
Put your phone away.
Absolutely not. I have every right to record, and you know that. This is America. We have the First Amendment right, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I don't know why you're taking my flags down.
Call the dean. Call the dean. I want to speak to Adam. You were told you can go down and see the dean, so you can go ahead and do that.
You're not going to tell anybody else anything. I told you, once you tell everyone else to remove it, then we'll consider it. But, like, why do you target us specifically?
Sir, you support this?
Specifically.
This is you guys are targeting our property. I don't know why you're doing this.
The other flags after this?
No, why are you touching my flags? Did you pay for these flags?
You were asked to take them down.
Don't touch my flags.
You were taking.
You're going to pay for them?
You're going to pay for them? Take them down, and you were told that they would be taken down.
Are you guys going to the other people next?
So you're going to take down the other flags?
Everyone's being asked to take them down.
So they're being asked, but our flags are being ripped off. Right? They're being asked, but our flags are being ripped off.
Why are we forced?
You think that's right? That's right?
You can go speak with the Deans. We're given that.
I don't know who you are. For all I know, you're a stranger, and you're ripping my flags off. So what about that flag right there? Why aren't you guys taking that one first?
I'm waiting to hear directors from our deans. A message is going to be going out.
What do you mean you're waiting to hear from our dean? You just took our flags down.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'll take my flags. Thank you very much.
They're going to go to the Dean's office.
I'll take my flags.
Do not touch me.
I bought these. You're not taking my property. This is stealing. That's stealing. I paid for this. No, the college does not have the right to take my flags. Okay, this is mine. And that was ridiculous.
You have an OnlyFans page, right?
Yes.
And did you meet him through your OnlyFans page?
Yes, so I've made myself clear that he's just a customer.
He helps you out, right? Financially, you said?
Yes, so he pays my rent. Every month it is $1,200. He bought me the iPhone 14, the Pro Max, about like $1,300. He co-signed my car, buys me clothes, everything like that. And he also paid me, like max was like $4,000 just to be with him one time.
When you say be with him, what do you mean?
Intimately.
But do you regret because now he might have think that you're his girlfriend, he's in love with you, you know what I mean?
No, because I've said this every day. Like it's continuously. Right. He'll say I love you. I'm like every day. I'm like.
Do you feel bad that you're taking all this money off the guy?
I do, but I don't, because I still am very honest, and I'm like, I don't want anything more out of it.
Leave your comments about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you guys get something out of these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. Also subscribe to my backup channel, guys. It's very important. That's Grease Monkey videos, and my backup channels on BitChute and Odyssey. If you want to support the channel, the Patreon, PayPal, Bitcoin, and Subscribe Star links are in the description below. If you want to further support, grab one of these hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirts from the shirt store. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored Shadow Ban video.